I'd like to call the meeting to order. It's July 8th, September 8th, 6:30 p.m. 6:41, yeah, I'm sorry. Let's have a roll call. Joe.
John are here.
Ray is here.
Jones here.
George here.
Leonard here.
Before we jump up for the pledge, I just wanna, we got a couple of big topics on here. If we've had some meetings where we've been talking over each other and stuff, can we please just, contain ourselves and then be recognized, and we'll try and keep this organized and move it along quickly.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, here's where we go to certification of compliance by the clerk.
Approval of the agenda first.
Oh, yeah, approval of the meeting agenda. I apologize. The 11 minutes threw me off, I think, so I'll try and get back on track. So we have a consent agenda, we have a few items. Does anyone want to pull any of these out for discussion? Okay.
Make a motion that we approve the meeting
Can I-
agenda for
Okay, go ahead.
September 8th, 2025.
I'll second.
Okay, one comment, Lake Vila Management District report is in the additional documents section on the website. Todd did not feel he wanted to be pulled out and speak. He was gonna make some comments, I guess, as public comments, but just so you're aware of that. So, and then any board members having edits would be sending them in to Kim and Jean at this point. So, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Nay.
Okay. Now we're at certified.
Pass the agenda for
4-1. The certification of compliance of open meeting law.
Yes, we are.
Good.
I'll make a motion, we approve the consent agenda as presented.
I'll second.
Any other discussion? All in favor? Opposed? So now we are at the clerk treasurer's report.
The treasurer's report for August 2025. Total receipts for $46,691.92. Transfers for August were $578,000. Interest earned on our general checking was $287.10. Balance as of July 31st was $32,617.38. Total funds were therefore $650,057,596.40. Checks paid in August were $622,673.72, with a remaining balance of $34,922.68.
Any questions for the clerk? Do I have a motion to approve the treasurer's report?
Make a motion to approve the treasurer's report as presented.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? It passes.
Any questions on the clerk treasurer report?
I know you mentioned you, taught some sessions at the clerk's conference. Other like key takeaways that you had, maybe some of them here?
There were some really good things about human resources. I mean, I only teach one day of the conference. We had about 70-some people in our class. But there was some really good stuff about hiring, and there was a a really simple A1 or AI introduction, which was interesting, so we'll see. Yeah.
And so then it would just be like OpenAI that we use like ChatGPT or something that has an AI in it. So we don't have Microsoft packages right now. You could use Copilot.
I can, I have the most updated.
Jen.
Jen's computer is coming very soon for this year, and then Gene will be updated in 2026. So, we're getting there.
Yeah,
We're in a 3-year rotation.
fun to find ways to be more efficient.
Yeah.
I don't have anything. We already approved the treasurer's, we want to approve this report.
No, you don't need to prove this report.
We're already taken care of, so you had one other item on yours.
When I was at the conference, I spoke with a vendor called Government Window, and I put the information in your packets. Jen and I spoke about this, but we would use all paid still for court, because the villages use all paid, so people obviously don't know where they're paying the tickets, so they'll pay the village, or they'll pay the town and the tickets, or vice versa, so we don't wanna get rid of all paid altogether. But this government window program would have absolutely no cost to the town. They would even give us the, card readers and everything, that we can take payments. We can set it up that, like, if someone wants to pay their taxes, it will go into the tax investment account. If they wanna make like a general, like for open records or something, that'll go in the open records account, the general checking and stuff like that. I mean, so we can set it up exactly how we want it. And for Jean, not that she has a ton of customers with sanitary district 3, but that would also work, cause that money could be, instead of me having to transfer and figure everything out, that the money could be set up to go into certain, pockets, so to speak. They're, a lot cheaper. I talked to Michael Rance, the town of Troy, and they use, through Transcendent, which is our tax collection software, they use their vendor, and they have to pay an additional $400 to $500 a year just to accept credit cards. This would be no cost to us. The person paying with the card would pay the fee. The minimum fee is $1.50, and then it's 2.75% otherwise.
Yeah.
So like if someone came in and bought a $110 boat launch pass, the fee that they would pay is $3.03. Now, if someone, and we're gonna talk about the kiosk thing, if we get the kiosk and they use a credit card at the kiosk at the boat launch, we're losing money. We're not gonna get $110, we're gonna get less than that, because we have to pay all these fees to the kiosk company, so.
So could this device be used down at the boat launch by the attendants?
Yes, if we get reliable internet down there,
Okay.
definitely.
Okay.
So. And it's something, there could be like a balance. It's something that really, we need to look into it further for the boat launch situation, but for here at the town hall,
Right.
for taxes, utilities,
Dog licenses, special events, town open records, police
anything
open
like
records,
that, it'll
planning
be,
commission fees.
like I said, there's no fee to us for using it, and they provide the equipment for free. I know some businesses that have squares and stuff like that, you have to pay for that square, and then you have to pay like a maintenance fee and stuff like that, so I thought this was a really good option for us to look into.
Okay.
Do we need to authorize you to do that additional research?
Sure.
I'll make a motion that we authorize Kim to continue to look into, this, option for taking cash payments, at town hall and beyond.
Well, and I'll contact the vendor and see if we can get like a contract and stuff like that, so we can see what kind of language.
It says no contract.
Well, there's no contracts, but there's like a signed agreement. Like, so we say we try it for the rest of this year or something, and we don't like it, then we look at something else, so.
website, you were concerned about like the journal entries and that it wasn't gonna work with their accountings and stuff?
Well, I'll still have more journal entries, but with this program, like I said, the money can go in the different pockets. So somebody pays their taxes, it'll go in the tax assessment account. Someone buys or pays for their planning commission fee, it'll go in the general investment. So I will have journal entries, but I'll probably do like Jen has to pay with all paid, she has to accept them and stuff like that. There's really nice reports that come with this software that I'll be able to say, okay, this money goes to general investment, this journal, so when I do my journal entries, it'll be pretty spelled out. But there will be additional accounting, of course.
It might be worthwhile comparing what is available through the website and,
Well, and we can-
looking at the compatibility, all that kind of
Well,
stuff.
and we can keep the all paid link on the website, but add this link too.
But I mean, I think the website provider has an option as well. So
Yes.
let's do our due diligence and compare,
Right,
right?
but I'm sure there's fees there too.
Let's find out.
I have one more question, and that has to do with the audit. Do you see this enhancing our audit? Does it perhaps make it easier or
It
able
will
to?
make it, it'll be more.
Okay,
It's just gonna be more, but I don't think it'll be complicated. It's
Okay.
just more.
okay. Thanks.
So did we vote? We had a second.
Not yet.
Okay, any other comments? All right, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Passes. Anything more? Clerk, you can. All right. Now we're on to public comments. Please be advised that per state statute 1984, sub 2, information may be received from the public. Comments are limited to a 4-minute period per person. Be further advised that there will be no discussion on the information received and no action will be taken regarding public comments. Upon conclusion of the citizens' participation segment, members of the audience are not allowed further comment unless they are participating in a public hearing or if specifically allowed by a majority vote of the town board due to involvement in a specific agenda item. Public comments are allow constituents to give the town board their perspective on town-related issues in the form of opinion-based comments only. The purpose of allowing the public comments section is not to give a platform for personal-based, directed attacks against town board members or others. The town board is comprised of 5 individually elected officials who do not have the authority to solely decide any town-related issues that come before the board. Constituents should refrain from language that is designed to intimidate elected officials. Thoughtful consideration will be given by the board on all matters presented during the public comments portion of the agenda, even though no back and forth discussion between the constituents and the town board occurs. Tonight, again, no public comments will be taken on the topic of wake enhanced voting, as we have heard from public several board meetings early in the year. The purpose for this limitation is to ensure all wake vote comments are heard at an upcoming public hearing dedicated to this topic, which will be scheduled at some time in the future for the board's discretion. In fact, it's on tonight's agenda. Like always, though, feel free to send in emails at any time. They're welcome. So,